All right, guys, what's going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993 coming at you. Sorry it took me a little long to start this live review. I was actually exporting my WrestleMania 32 review, and for some reason my camera was moving all slow, so I didn't want to start it and me going like, all right, what's going on here? So, yeah, that's the reason why I was a little bit late starting the review. But as y'all can see behind me, watch WrestleMania 33, about to finish the match between Charlotte. Well, it was the Fatal 4 elimination match for Raw Women's Championship. But I'll be hopefully finishing my Retro WrestleMania series either tonight or, if not, most likely tomorrow. That series will be wrapped up. But anyways, again, I'm the Clubman 1993 coming at you for this NXT live review of the November 29th, 2017 edition of NXT. I was debating about if sooner review again tonight or not. After watching the episodes, I didn't realize that tonight's episode was from a couple of the matches that took place at that San Antonio special day before NXT TakeOver War Games. It was tonight's episode actually was for 3 matches from the Aztec Theatre in San Antonio. They did not include the championship match though between Drew McIntyre and Adam Cole with HBK as special guest referee, which it wouldn't make any sense seeing how Drew McIntyre was no longer the champion. So it was hello there in the live chat. So anyways, we had gosh, I lost my train of thought now. So we had that. So but instead of having the championship match wouldn't have made sense because Drew McIntyre's no longer a champion. We did receive an update regarding Drew McIntyre's condition tonight after his championship match at NXT TakeOver War Games, the bicep injury. We got that, which I'll just go over really quick here. Apparently, he did suffer a bicep injury. I've heard rumors he's supposed to be out till April 2018, and so we're going to have some other type of way of determining the next number one contender for Andrade Cien Almas's NXT Championship, which I'm hoping it's Johnny Gargano because I want the long-term booking of, Johnny Gargano winning the NXT Championship at TakeOver Philadelphia to finally overcome Andrade Cien Almas because Gargano has been in the slump, dealing with DIY splitting up, which Gargano has not been able to overcome Almas yet. So this will be his way of overcoming Almas since Almas is up on him 2-0. And this could set up the NXT Championship match at TakeOver New Orleans between Gargano and Ciampa. Because as I keep saying, when that match happens, there's going to be nothing bigger than that match at all whatsoever. So that's what my long-term booking there. This is an update on Drew McIntyre's injury. But anyways, we'll get into this this show. We start off with a match between the Street Profits and Tino Sabatelli and Riddick Moss. Again, it was another fun, solid match between these two teams. Just their little non-pay-per-view feud going. Just to build with Street Profits, can continue to become more and more a fan of them each week. They're just a fun tag team to watch. They're giving just two guys just like to hang out and just have a lot of fun. They pick up the victory following a pop-up spine buster into a frog splash combo that was hit the Sabatelli. They pick up the victory there. Awesome stuff there. Street Profits are looking pretty good. Again, we're probably going to breeze this review really quickly because there's not really much to talk about, but I didn't want to go a second week without a review. So then we had a video from last week where Trent Seven and Tyler Bate, or as they call themselves, Mustache Mountain, talking about Pete Dunne after they confronted him after his win over Johnny Gargano, saying that they've had issues with Dunne ever since he, throughout the years since the UK Championship, because Dunne is best out as a really dominating heel champion, so then the capper came whenever he abandoned the ring when the Undisputed Era attacked them back in September right after NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. So they want to teach Pete Dunne a lesson, so they challenged him to a tag team match. They said, pick a partner of your choice, which the partner ends up being Mark Andrews. And then Andrews says in an interview afterwards saying that he's going to get a title shot if they get the victory here. So setting up for a possible title match between Pete Dunne and Mark Andrews, different opponent for the champion Dunne. Sure, I'm all for it. We'll see what happens later on tonight. Then we get a little hype video about Lars Sullivan, the upcoming Wrecking Ball, who's pretty much the NXT's version of Braun Strowman, in my opinion. Then we had a match between Kairi Sane and Peyton Royce, one half of the iconic duo, who, I'm still surprised, despite all 5 of those women getting called up last week to the main roster, I'm still surprised that none of them were the iconic duo. I thought they were probably the most ready out of any members of the NXT women's division. Well, of course, not Nikki Cross, not yet. Ember Moon, but she's a champion, so I'm sure not going to call her up quite yet. But she's getting there. I'd say sometime by the middle of next year, probably we'll see Ember Moon up on the main roster. But this match was Kairi Sane and Peyton Royce, or as my friend Robbie Kenobi would call it, the Pirate Princess versus Poison Ivy. The match wasn't too bad. Just, another match to get, Kairi Sane up on the map, continuing in NXT. Billie Kay tries, do her usual interference. Billie Kay and Peyton Royce both wearing, shirts saying, I heart Billie or I heart Peyton, because they're best friends. They're, snobby girls, but they're successful snobby girls, I shall say. And then, of course, Kairi was able to overcome, Billie Kay's, trying to get interference, knocks her off the apron, and cleans house. And then she jumps off and does her finisher, the insane elbow drop, which was, a big hit in the Cruiserweight Classic, for her to pick up her victory over Shayna Baszler and several other superstars she faced in the Cruiserweight Classic. And she beats Peyton Royce here. So another win for Kairi Sane as well. And then we show highlights from last week's a match between Ruby Riott. That was before Ruby Riott had 2 T's in her name, taking on Sonya Deville, who both, again, are up on the main roster now. Sonya Deville's part of the Absolution faction with Paige and Mandy Rose, and now Ruby Riott, with 2 T's now, keep in mind, is now making her own faction, the Riott Squad, with her, Liv Morgan, and Sarah Logan on SmackDown Live. So they showed that they're going to sell their differences again. Next week, we're going to have a no-holds-barred match between these 2. So this should be the match that's going to wrap up their NXT careers, because if not, then why we're up on the main roster in the first place? Again, I feel that, the iconic duo could have been ones up there instead. Not that I don't like any of the ones who got brought up, is because I felt some of them were brought up a little too early. Many needs more time on NXT, and I feel like if anybody who's probably more ready, it's probably the iconic duo. But that's not the case. But anyways, so then we have a recap of again of Andrade Cien almost winning the NXT Championship, and that's when we did get the update about Drew McIntyre's condition. Again, he's probably gonna be out till about April 2018, so most likely gonna miss NXT Takeover New Orleans, possibly then. And again, I would like to see Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa fight there for the NXT Championship. So that'll be happening there. But then next week, we're going to have a championship celebration from Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega next week. Look forward to seeing that. Then we had our main event. It was Mustache Mountain, Trent Seven, and Tyler Bate taking on a team of Pete Dunne and Mark Andrews. Love this match. It's another great tag match. Just again, UK people seem to always have these unique styles. Makes a whole different styles. High flying, frog splashes, physical capacity as well. Just a whole bunch of mixing of different styles in these matches. It just makes it a lot of fun, fast-paced wrestling to watch all the time. That was the case here. Also, the team of Pete Dunne and Mark Andrews was tested as Pete Dunne just kept, tagging himself in whenever he wanted to, so they weren't really getting along. As Pete Dunne just wanted to steal the show for himself, because that's who Pete Dunne is. He's a dominating heel. But things backfired a little bit though, and Trent Seven and Tyler Bate were able to pick up the victory after hitting Pete Dunne. Bate hit him with his finisher, the Tyler Driver 97, to get the victory. So it's possible we get a rematch soon, maybe between Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne for the UK Championship. I don't think Bate ever got his rematch. I'm not 100% sure after losing to Dunne at NXT Chicago, which is in line for me to be my match of the year. I want to watch it again though, just to see if I'm absolutely sure if I want to consider that my match of the year. But yeah, so they picked up the victory, and afterwards, Mark Andrews tries to confront Pete Dunne about what had just happened, but then Pete Dunne just beat him down, him at the bitter end. You can't go wrong without the bruiserweight, hitting you with the bitter end. But It was awesome stuff. Love the main event. That was pretty much it for the show. Again, it was somewhat of a recap show, still a little bit, but like it was maybe just a lot of matches from that, from the event in Aztec at the Aztec Theatre in what's it called, San Antonio, Texas, from the night before Takeover War Games. So, and again, I was debating about first maybe just scratching my main event for this week. I mean, I'm a main event. Wow, my review for NXT for this week. I didn't want to do it for 2 weeks in a row, so I'm like, a little bit happened. I'll talk about it. Again, I'll give this show a B- though, because it wasn't anything too spectacular. Some good matches. The main event was pretty good. You know what? The main event. I'm gonna give this episode a B. This week's episode of NXT gets a solid B from me. What are your thoughts on this week's episode of NXT? There's lots down in the comment section below, and be sure to click that like and subscribe for more content on this channel. Follow me on Twitter, DemandAirboy93. Hey, Tina Coupon, just about to check out, but I'm pretty good. How about yourself? I'm going to get my WrestleMania 32 retro review uploaded right after this finishes up. And again, I'm going to try to finish my retro review series because in the background I have WrestleMania 33 going on right now. It's paused, but I just got to where Charlotte eliminates Sasha. So again, I'll be wrapping that up tonight and then get back some odds and ends like do here and there. But still a bunch of wrestling videos yet to come on this channel. So please stay tuned, guys. With that, I'm checking out. Till then, have a good night.